So here we have the Mercedes-Benz C220 automatic on an 09 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a four-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the boot, you can see we have reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. Now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think that's what we're seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You get full leather seats, as you can see. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, we have the rev counter, and in the middle, the speedometer. Also, within that section, you can see the total miles of this car, which are just 78,339, so very low mileage for the car's age. And at the bottom of that section, it will show you what gear this car is currently in, so it's highlighting park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel, we have controls here for the information displayed in that central section. So for example, you can have a digital readout for the speedometer, amongst other bits of info. And on the right hand side, we have your phone and stereo controls as well. Over in the center, we have the main stereo screen for the car, and then all of the controls for it are down here. So you have various things. So your radio, for example, we're on the radio at the moment, but this car has got medium wave, short wave, long wave, and FM. So any one of those that you want. We've also got a CD player, of course, so you can listen to your music in that way. And the CD player is just there as well as the main volume for the stereo. We then have some basic phone controls here, and this button will pair your phone, so you can see up on the screen it's now asking us to follow instructions to pair it. We have a heated driver's seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same over on that passenger side as well, so each push of the button will reduce the heat by 1 setting. Underneath that, if we move the gear lever out the way, we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger temperature, or driver temperature, sorry, passenger temperature over this side. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed once it enters the car. When you're happy with those settings, the air conditioning is on at the minute, so off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take control of the temperatures you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and the direction of the air. To override it, just readjust anything manually, and you'll see auto has now gone off and you're back in your own manual settings. We have a 12-volt charging socket underneath this section, which will close over. The gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. And then these controls here, this dial and these buttons will help you to control what you see up on the screen. So for example, you can rotate the dial to any of those things. You can press the back button and you'll go back to a different menu. You can tune the radio using that dial. So everything can be done with your left hand whilst driving along. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Glenbourne's. We'd love to hear from you soon.